All right, how can I communicate my feelings to my partner without them feeling attacked, shutting down, or turning it around on me? I get this question almost every day. If we haven't met yet, I'm Ruth Abraham, an accredited certified coach with the International Coaching Federation. After walking through a divorce, losing both parents within 4 days, and being laid off from my job, I decided to follow my calling, helping others reach their highest potential and walk through life authentically. You and your partner both have a job to do. You both have roles to play. The first thing to understand is that it is not your responsibility to do their job for them. That belief that you can carry all the emotional work on your shoulders, that's not healthy. Healthy conflict requires two people participating. So let's stop assuming that every communication challenge is automatically your fault. Let's start with your part, respectful vulnerability. There are things that you can do to keep conflict constructive and emotionally safe, and they matter whether or not your partner reciprocates. Start by noticing your tone and intent. Avoid criticism that attacks their character or an accusatory tone that blames them for your feelings. You don't need to say things like, "You make me so mad because you're a selfish, narcissistic jerk." That's not communication, that's escalation. Instead, aim for respectful, honest vulnerability. Before starting a conversation, take a moment to regulate yourself. You don't have to be perfectly calm, but you do want to be grounded enough to speak from clarity instead of reason. Then express yourself with ownership and honesty. For example, when you made fun of me at the party, I felt rejected and disrespected. That there is clean communication. It invites connection without trying to control the other person's response. A healthy partner values that kind of openness. They care about how their actions affect you, and they want to repair small hurts before resentment or distance builds up. And that's what I call keeping short accounts, not letting things pile up, but addressing them with care and maturity. If you're working on being less self-critical or releasing judgment of yourself or your partner, I have a free guide that can really help called How to Release Judgment of Yourself and Others. You can download it using the link in the description below. Now let's talk about their part of the work, releasing control. If your question is, how can I stop them from shutting down or getting defensive when I share my feelings? Well, the honest answer is you can't. That's their job, not yours. You can't control or force someone to react a certain way to your words. It's their responsibility to have enough maturity to recognize that you're not calling them a failure just because you're sharing your feelings. And it's not your role to walk on eggshells, hoping that if you find the perfect words, they'll finally stop disrespecting or invalidating you. That's not emotional safety, that's self-abandonment. Now let's look at the final piece. Boundaries and zero tolerance. If your partner constantly turns things around, saying things like, "You're always making me the bad guy," or "Nothing I do is ever good enough," or if they start calling you names or become aggressive, those are red flags. That's not just immaturity, that's emotional abuse. You can hold yourself accountable for staying grounded and clear, but you are not responsible for managing their reaction. They have to decide whether they'll show up as a mature, loving, and respectful adult in the conversation. Your job is to recognize gaslighting, invalidation, dismissiveness, and contempt when they appear and to set firm boundaries. So let's bring this all together. Healthy conflict requires two people. You each have a role to play. Your role is respectful expression. Their role is mature reception. Here's what it looks like in practice. 1, release the mindset that you can do their emotional work for them. 2, regulate yourself before you speak. 3, communicate with honesty, not accusation. 4, speak from observation and feeling. And the last thing is protect your peace by setting boundaries when toxicity shows up. You are responsible for the clarity and integrity of your own expression, not for how someone else responds to it. And if you're ready to go even deeper with self-awareness and compassion, don't forget to grab my free resource, How to Release Judgment of Yourself and Others, in the description below. It is a powerful next step toward the kind of calm, confident communication that we're talking about today. If today's message resonated with you, I would love for you to subscribe for more coaching insights. I'm Ruth Abraham, and I'll see you next time.